Welcome to The Burning of the Midnight Lamp, where we are dissecting music history, album by album, and track by track. And talking about tracks, we are back on the Sparks track after a very much Sparks-related detour with Noel's Is There More to Life Than Dancing? I think it's safe to say it wasn't a favorite among the panel here, and also think it's safe to say not a favorite among our followers on our YouTube channel. A few exceptions, though. There are people that enjoyed it, but
yeah, it has a smaller fan base, you could say.
It was a fun experiment.
We enjoy reading the comments a lot.
Yeah,
and thank you for that.
And it's nice that people also like the album.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind. The concept of, for example, guilty pleasure. I don't really like that anymore.
No.
People must be allowed to like what they like.
Yeah.
I can understand that if you're a teenager and trying to conform in a group, that maybe that plays a part of it. But if you like it, great for you.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
I'm glad it exists, but I will be playing other Sparks albums before I play Noel again.
But you will be playing it.
Never say never. Maybe when I've forgotten it.
Yeah.
I think Tron will say never.
I think I can safely say no. Might be fun just to have it in the collection.
Yeah.
If it ever pops up like secondhand for $1, yes, I'll buy it.
I mean, if you get the original, that's probably rare. So.
Oh yeah, probably yes. Yeah, most likely.
Yeah. I got a lot of albums that you have because of exactly that reason that you don't really play, but it's fun to have.
That it will be.
Yeah, so we will just continue on our Sparks journey and doing this chronologically, and we have now entered the 80s with Terminal Jive, Sparks' 9th album, and I could say it on paper appears to continue the Moroder trend, or it does continue with Moroder. He's very much involved in the album, and quite often they are to some degree seen together because they are both Moroder influenced, you could say, but definitely some changes going on here. They introduce guitars again, bassist on this album, and but also Giorgio Moroder is maybe becoming a bit too dominant for the likes of Sparks. We have discussed the album history in our podcast, so I recommend if you want more details on the album itself, you can go there. It's not a whole lot to say about the album, but still some. But what we can mention is that Ron had brought 20 songs to the studio, and Giorgio Moroder scrapped 19 of them. And the one song he did keep was the opening track, which we will listen to today in this episode, When I'm With You. So that was also the single. It was a video made for it, so I think we will watch the video as well afterwards. And there's also an instrumental version that appeared as track 4 on the album. And it doesn't make sense to do a separate episode on that instrumental part. So we also listen to that afterwards. So it's going to be an overload of When I'm With You when we get to the end of this episode, I think. So When I'm With You, written by Ron. And what you say? Should we just jump into it?
Yeah, I'm very excited for this. I've never heard any of this album, and I really enjoyed Number One in Heaven. And as we discussed in the podcast intro, this was Sparks' least favorite of their own albums. I don't know when they said that.
In 1981.
1981. So their least favorite album, but also their greatest hit, so to say, their best-selling single.
When I'm With You was a massive hit in France. Sold 750,000 copies, which is claimed to be the most Sparks ever sold of any of their singles globally. So massive success. So let's jump into it. So this is the album version.
With conflicting expectations here to this song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll jump into it and see. So,
Let's
as I
do it.
mentioned, the album version is a bit longer. It's nearly 6 minutes long. Here we go.
Wind. Great riff.
Yeah.
This is cool.
When I'm with you, I never have a problem when I'm with you. I'm really well adjusted when I'm with you, with you, with you, with you. When I'm with you, I lose a lot of sleep when I'm with you. I meet a lot of people when I'm with you, with you, with you.
there we are.
Yeah.
An amazing song.
Yeah, this was just blew my mind. It's so super catchy. I can
Mm.
imagine this selling 700,000 copies.
It's almost a mystery why it wasn't a hit elsewhere as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, it really wasn't. Was only France?
In Australia, it
in
charted,
Australia.
which was the only charting single in Australia, where it reached number 14.
Mhm.
But you mentioned the album wasn't released in the US,
Mhm.
and neither was the single.
I don't think so.
Oh,
So
Mm.
yeah,
that's a shock.
No.
Yeah.
And this was the 6-minute versions with 2 solos and various things, and I can imagine if you got this tightened up into a single, it would be, like a
it's almost 4 minutes long.
flawless.
Yeah.
It is such a great song, but it could maybe have benefited of being slightly more concise here and there. For example, the last break,
Mm.
this time it felt okay actually, but there are times when I listen to the song and I feel, they really should have skipped it this time.
No, I do agree that it's slightly long. I like the ending with the fade out and that it kind of goes an octave up in the vocals. But yeah, altogether, I think it works better as a single version. 4 minutes would be, enough.
It's a killer track, a killer synth riff.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's
And in a way,
and chorus.
I mean, it's written by Ron, and he doesn't play on it, as we mentioned on the album. He wasn't allowed to play on his own album, so it's all played by Harold Faltermeyer. And in a way, it is a Harold Faltermeyer type riff. It's very simplistic.
Yes.
And I can't help wonder, did Harold Faltermeyer write the riff, or did Ron write it? Or did Ron write the riff that Harold Faltermeyer think is so great that he inspired him to write similar riffs in the future?
Yeah, I always imagined it was him playing it. So
Yeah.
We can always imagine that Ron is the source of everything.
XLF and everything. Yeah.
Yeah,
but the song it's kind of straight because the melody of the song is already must have been there from Ron's side because it's kind of playing around with the melody.
Yeah,
So
yeah, it's true. This was the only song, as I mentioned, that was approved by Giorgio Moroder out of the 20 songs Ron brought to the album sessions. But they also changed the middle eight. The bridge was changed musically, I assume.
But lyrically, I like it. I like the lyrics of the bridge where he got this meta comment that
it's the break in the song.
yeah,
should say something special. And it's also funny because it's such a, in a way, poorly written lyric, very intentionally, I'm sure, but it doesn't rhyme. He mentions it ends with special twice. And it's like the person in the song singing this is just so awful that he can't, he really can't make up anything special. He just repeats it twice.
it's
So it follows into the sort of vein of, I mean, you could call it a love song maybe, but with again, a very awkward male person. He feels great when he's with this lady, or it could even be a guy, of course, but
Yeah, but it's a guy that at the same time feels quite, self-conscious when he's not with this person. So, and probably insecure.
yeah, and he should think of something special to say, and he can't make up anything to say. So,
Yeah.
It's still awkward, even though he feels great when being with this person.
it's a classic theme for lyrics and poetry of how love makes you deaf, dumb, and blind, and socially awkward.
And also very typical for a Sparks
Yeah, it is.
relationship song. It's very, very, very rare, I think, or maybe never happened. Or when it does, it's very ironically, where the man is have a lot of self-esteem and It's a classic Ron topic that we see here.
I do like the introduction of guitars in this song.
It's very tasteful here.
And they also, the production around that is really well done. It's like they put some flanger or some kind of effect on the guitar. So it also in the background, it sounds like almost has this spacey feeling.
Yeah, you said Space. There's this early 70s synth band called Space. I think this pop, 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 pop synth in the beginning of the song reminds me a bit of us. They have a song called something about a fly. Yeah. Well, anyway, I can imagine this opening being something that would go home in France if you compare it to 70s France synth.
It's very of its time.
Jean-Michel Jarre.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
popcorn, the bippity boppity synth.
But also the synth riff itself. I can sort of imagine that, yes, this is a song that goes well in France. It's
But I can imagine it going well everywhere, so
true.
it's a mystery.
Yeah, it is. It was released in it was released in a lot of countries as a single, and it had an instrumental version that appears later on the album on track 4 as the B-side. But in France, it came with Just Because You Love Me as the B-side. It was also released as a 12-inch single, but with the same content as the 7-inch single. So what was the point, you could say?
They didn't put the album version of the song?
I don't think so, actually. Maybe, but it doesn't. I mean, it didn't include at least any mixes or anything else that differed from what was already what already had been released, at least. There was a music video recorded for it, directed by Brian Grant of the Mulaney Grant production team, who had also done Beat the Clock video for the previous single or the previous album. And I think I'm not going to mention too much about it. I think we will just have a look at it.
That's the single edit?
Yeah.
So we can hear this as well. Great idea. It's nice to see Ron smile.
That was a bit freaky.
Yeah.
I thought that was also a mannequin.
Oh, I love this video. There's something so charming about those early music videos where you see they move the camera and now we change that position like this. Oh, I just love it.
Yeah.
Great idea.
Great idea, perfect execution,
Yeah.
and also I like the single edit being it's perfectly tight.
Yeah. I
Uh,
agree.
And I mean, who wouldn't like to see Ron as a ventriloquist?
Yeah, and Russell as the dummy. Yeah.
in some ways, he is
Uh.
because he writes not all, but
Yeah,
most
yeah.
of the lyrics, and Russell sings.
Yeah.
I think there's actually a comment on it by Russell, and it said, "A video of Ron as a ventriloquist and me as his dummy. No comment, please." was shown
Sorry, Russell.
to death in France. As a result, we could walk into virtually any couscous restaurant in Paris and get the best table in the house.
That's
You
perfect.
might not be the first person who thinks that thought, Chris.
But if this was such a great hit, did they play it live in the following years, or
Yeah, they did. It is not among their most played tracks. It's kind of like a track that has been played through their career, you could say. As far as I can tell, it's been most extensively played in 2023 on their tour. Then it was on the set list. And after in the 80s, it seems to have been played as well regularly, but more sporadically. It wasn't maybe one of the most played songs. So on if you count it up on setlist.fm, for example, there is at least 64 times it's been registered. But the set list from the 80s a lot of them are missing, so it could have been played more. But it seems like once they move into their next albums, they don't play a lot of the synth songs anymore. So I'm suspecting that it wasn't played a lot in the 80s either. But it has remained with them, and there's actually a great recording of Sparks together with Catherine Ringer from Narita Mitsuki, French band that they later would collaborate with, actually. They had a session at Chateau de Hauville in 2022 where they played this song.
Oh yeah, and this castle out in the countryside.
yeah, where they made
Yeah.
The Idiot and Low, Bowie and Iggy,
Mm-hmm.
and Pinups, I think.
Yeah, it's quite famous studio.
Mm.
I remember Jethro Tull being there as well, and they had an awful experience. So Ian Anderson called it Chateau de Horrible.
Horrible.
Yeah, but they were playing it quite regularly. And as I mentioned, the single helped move the song up to the top of the charts in France. It was 6 weeks on #1. And at the end of the year-end charts for France, it ended up on 22nd position. So one of the most popular songs in France that year. And it did lead to them being a lot in France during 1980-81, because that's where their momentum was. And of course, France is kind of their spirit home, you could say. So they probably didn't mind being there, but was maybe also a little bit of an obstacle for them on the next album, because after that album, traction also starts to happen in the US finally for them. But they have these commitments back in France, so they struggled a little bit with that. And also they played all over France on tour after this, and he mentioned that on the countryside, they have not heard about Sparks except this song. So, they got a lot of ecstatic response when they played this song, but people had not heard anything else. They didn't have the best experience also on these concerts. But they were a lot on TV, at least 20 times they played on French televisions. And there are at least a couple of clips on them of them on YouTube from French TV, where they mostly played this song on playback, amongst other things, in front of a set piece that is a sex shop for some reason.
Very French.
Very French. There's no context except that, and they just play the song. So yeah, weird. It was also the only charting single in Australia. So it's their only Australian hit, where it peaked at number 14. It's been covered quite a bit. New Order covered it in 1982.
Oh.
They played an 11-minute version of it that is on YouTube, but it was never officially released, so it's only a bootleg recording of it.
That's amazing.
Have you heard it?
I've heard it. It's interesting. It's more fun that they actually recorded a Sparks song than the song itself, maybe,
Yeah.
at least in my ears. But yeah, I recommend you listening to it. There was an Australian boy band-ish singer that recorded it in 1999, Christian Fry. The Beloved, a UK electronic dance music group, released it on single in 2000 as With You. It's actually quite good.
That is funny.
The beloved of the Come Together fame.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Paralox, an electro-pop cover band from Melbourne. They recorded it. I think the kind of band that records hundreds of songs. So it's very slick and not very interesting. Catherine Ringer, as I mentioned, from the Rita Mitsuki, played it live at least twice. A guy called Jed Davis contributed a country version of the song for Sparks' tribute album called Whoomp That Cover in 2018. It's actually a brilliant version. Maybe I can play just a minute or so of it.
Yeah.
Just to get a taste of it.
Very different.
Strangely enough, it works.
Yeah, it's great.
When I'm with you, I never have a problem. When I'm with you, I'm really well adjusted. When I'm with you, when I'm with you.
I mean, that is amazing.
It even works as almost bluegrass type song.
Very clever production.
Yeah. It's also, when you can do that with a song, it also says something about the quality of the songwriting itself,
Yeah.
I think.
It does.
And also the guy, Mr. B, the gentleman rhymer, has played it twice when he played 2 full concerts with only Spark covers. He's an interesting guy. You should definitely look him up on YouTube. He was also used as a warm-up act for Sparks at least once. Royal Albert Hall, I think, and there's a music video of him playing Suburban Homeboy.
Yeah.
That's quite funny. Not much more to say about this track, but there is, of course, the instrumental version of it. I think we should take a listen to that as well, as I mentioned in the beginning. It is not just vocals removed. It is seems to be re-recorded or at least mixed differently, and there are bits and pieces that are not in the.
But that's on but that's on the album as an album track. Is it like the end of side A, or
I always assumed that that's the end of side A.
so?
It is
the
track
only
4 of track 8, so I think it is the
Yeah.
end of side A.
Yeah, because that's something Moroder. Well, he was famous for his disco symphonies, or what you could call it, the sidelong disco tracks that seeks into different parts and then repeats itself on both Donna Summer and his own album. So maybe he just reused that trick here to make side 1 just one piece with returning to the opening.
Well,
Slight return.
Yeah.
concept-wise, you could say that's something he does, but to me, it doesn't work in here at all. It's very bizarre.
But is it called the same thing, or is it a
Yeah,
different
it's
title?
When I'm With You instrumental.
Okay.
It is.
Yeah.
And it's even more, maybe if you put it as the last song, like to end side B, but to put it, you have like,
in the middle.
you have 2 songs and then the instrumental comes.
Yeah, it is a bit odd when you listen to the whole album from
So is it like
start to finish.
they had too little material? They didn't. They had 20 songs. So it couldn't be that reason.
No.
behind
Yeah,
it.
no, I don't know why the reason. I mean, obviously it's a song they loved, and maybe let's just bring in more of this song. But yeah, let's take a listen to it.
Yep. There's no guitar.
No.
It's like the dub mix on the B side. It's slightly more psychedelic.
And now the guitar comes.
I like the synth here.
It is really strange for me because I always just wait for the main riff
Yeah.
to appear and it never does.
Yeah.
So it kind of feels like this unfinished piece.
In a way, I really like the added element of these polyphonic synths that comes in.
Yeah, it's nice enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But to use it as an album track,
I don't understand that at all. Maybe it makes sense for you?
Well, I really liked it.
I like it,
but I can't comment on the placement on the album as I've not heard the album
Yeah.
yet. But as a work in itself, it was a great listen, and I'm going to listen to it again. And I said could as a slightly more psychedelic dub side, B side, it works very well. A different direction of the same track, but as track 4, well, I don't know.
I think you can imagine it when you've heard track 3.
Yeah.
Rock and roll people in a disco world.
Oh, great title. Great title. Yeah.
The title, yes.
No, it is as a standalone track, still a great track. Definitely like the vocal version more, and kind of also happy that they didn't mix these together as a 10-minute track.
Yeah.
Maybe that was the intention in the beginning. I don't know, and they chose to split it. But
Yeah, you're thinking in the vein of the number 1 song in heaven.
for example, or Noel album.
Oh yeah.
The end of the song that never ends. It might not have benefited the song if they had done it, which we could maybe have never been on the table at all, of course. So it does kind of make it feel like a filler on the album, which is odd when you know they have so many other tracks.
Yeah.
But it is their first instrumental, isn't it?
I think so. And I was thinking while I was listening to it now, did they have future instrumental songs? I think maybe, but not on the albums. I'm trying to think, and I can't remember any of them. At least then it's obscure to me.
Yeah.
They have short tracks, but they're all vocals, I think.
Yeah. This would it would make sense for me if this was on the 12-inch single.
Yeah. It has a feel of a single B-side, which it also was. And maybe it should have remained as a single B-side, and they could have done something else.
Or it could have been the Moroder-ish disco prog track of 18 minutes, but then all tracks would have flown together from one and another and have some
definitely do not do that.
The first one faded away, so I think that one's lost.
Yeah.
Well, to sum it up, I think this is a 10-10 Sparks track. Just hearing it 2 times, so it's straight up on the top 10.
It's one of my favorite Sparks tracks as well. I'm not sure where I would put it relative to others, but it's definitely, if I were to make Sparks' greatest hits or my favorites, it would have been on there, I think.
Yeah, I would also put it there. And as they tend to do, it's a great opening track.
Yeah. I think we'll leave it there. To those of you who are listening and watching us, let us know what you think of this track. Great opener, great single choice. Is it also among your favorite Sparks tracks? And what about the instrumental? Should it have been on the album or maybe left out and replaced with something other great Ron material that was rejected? Let us know in the comments below. We'll be back in a couple of days with the next track, track number 2, Just Because You Love Me, also written by Russell and Ron. Until then, you must have a big thanks for watching us here, and goodbye and a great day.
Goodbye.
See you in a few days.